That moment when you realize your skincare is actually working. That's Rodan & Fields, the #1 female dermatologist-founded skincare brand in the U.S. Designed by 2 dermatologists who don't just know women's skin, they know how to formulate for it. Rodan & Fields, love what you see. Tap the banner or visit rodanandfields.com/Spotify to get your exclusive welcome offer.
Saturday presents, in the red corner, the undisputed, undefeated Weed Whacker Guy. Champion of hurling grass and pollen everywhere. And in the blue corner, the challenger, extra strength Saturday. Eye drops that work all day to prevent the release of histamines that cause itchy allergy eyes. And the winner by knockout is Saturday. Saturday, bring it on.
This episode is brought to you by Factor. Optimize your nutrition this year with Factor, America's #1 ready-to-eat meal service. Factor's fresh, never frozen meals are dietitian approved, ready to eat in just 2 minutes. Choose from 40 weekly options across 8 dietary preferences like Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, and Keto. Eat smarter at factormeals.com/listen50 and use code listen50 for 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. Factormeals.com/listen50, code listen50. T's and C's apply.
Mic check, 1, 2. Are we recording? Hi, I'm Michelle Bernstein, an award-winning chef, restaurateur, and mom. I have a lot on my plate, including my psoriatic arthritis symptoms. That's why I was prescribed Cosentyx. It helps me move better.
Cosentyx secukinumab is prescribed for people 2 years of age and older with active psoriatic arthritis. Don't use if you're allergic to Cosentyx. Before starting, get checked for tuberculosis. An increased risk of infections and lowered ability to fight them may occur, like tuberculosis or other serious bacterial, fungal, or viral infections. Some are fatal. Tell your doctor if you have an infection or symptoms like fevers, sweats, chills, muscle aches, or cough, had a vaccine or plan to, or if inflammatory bowel disease symptoms develop or worsen. Serious allergic reactions and severe eczema-like skin reactions may occur. Learn more at 1-844-COSENTYX or Cosentyx.com.
Ask your rheumatologist about Cosentyx.
This podcast is supported by Progressive, a leader in RV insurance. RVs are for sharing adventures with family, friends, and even your pets. So if you bring your cats and dogs along for the ride, you'll want Progressive RV insurance. They protect your cats and dogs like family by offering up to $1,000 in optional coverage for vet bills in case of an RV accident, making it a great companion for the responsible pet owner who loves to travel. See Progressive's other benefits and more when you quote RV insurance at Progressive.com today. Progressive Casualty Insurance Company and Affiliates. Pet injuries and additional coverage and subject to policy terms.
I knew it. Another Herdat Media production.
Hi, Chantel.
Hey, Rexian.
On today's episode, we are going to be covering Atlanta. But before we get into Atlanta, how was your Mother's Day? Your first Mother's Day?
Oh, so you're considering it my first?
No, but like I feel like most of our listeners do. So I'm like, okay, fine. So how was it?
I mean, I made it to my husband that it is my first. And I was like, I'm protecting this baby. I'm doing everything to make this baby grow. And so I was like, I went to church by myself because again, my husband has surgery. So like, it just worked out for me to go. And then I was like, when I come back, I better have pancakes. And he did. He like got me pancakes, got me flowers. It was really nice.
Did he? Okay. So he got you flowers. That is really nice.
Yeah. And he wrote a really nice note, like letter.
Oh, I love that for him.
Yeah.
It
was fine. Like we went to, we saw each other. So how was your Mother's Day?
Yes, we went to my aunt's house. I get so happy when my aunt like hosts and then invites us all over. I don't know about you guys. Do you guys ever have that where you guys are just going to one person's house and just everyone's there and all the kids could run around? I love that. That's literally how we grew up. So I love that. But everyone said I was annoying because I kept saying, where's Chantel? When is she coming? When is she coming? And they're like, you can't live without her. Like, calm down. Everyone's getting all jealous and stuff. And then, but you were getting scared because I called you and I was like, where are you at? Poor Chantel was like working at day cap.
No, we weren't working actually. We just like went to get everyone coffee.
Oh, I thought you were working.
No, we were like, let's just bring people coffee. It's nice because I didn't really have anything else to bring.
That. Yeah. Oh my gosh. My mom today got my aunt on the phone and she's like, you know what? She didn't give me a gift. Look how she didn't give me a gift because I didn't get my mom anything for Mother's Day. And actually my mom was like, my mom kept talking shit about my brother to me. I'm like, why are you talking shit? I'm like, what happened? And she's like, he didn't wish me happy Mother's Day. I'm like, Mom, don't just say he didn't wish you happy Mother's Day. And she's like, no, he didn't. I had to call him in the nighttime for him to say it. And I was just like, thank God I have 3 girls. Thank God I have 3 girls. Cause I literally call my brother and I put him on speaker and I'm like to him, did you not call Mom and say happy Mother's Day? And he was like, did you just call me to like blast me? And I'm like, no, but I'm just like dead ass, like wondering what would make you not say happy Mother's Day? He's like, I did though. She called me and I said it. And I was just like, oh my gosh. I was like, if she didn't
that's
call you,
not okay.
I literally go, if she didn't call you, you would have never told her it. You would have never said happy Mother's Day. And he's like, and I was like to him, how would you feel if your son and daughter did not call you and say happy Father's Day? He's like, yeah, that's effed up. I'm like, luckily your kids are such great kids. They would never do that. And he was like laughing and stuff, but I was like, no, that's actually like super messed up.
So messed up. Like, it's like, and he knows how sensitive your mom is too. So it's like, dude, you have one job, just call her, send a text, whatever.
Well, I sent like a cute text to my mom, like just like something like pretty cute. And I didn't get my mom or mother-in-law anything this year. And I went to my aunt's and today she's at my house and she was on the phone and she's like, tell Roxanne what your daughter gave you. And I'm like, well, you know what?
What did her daughter give her though? I would love to know, like money.
Of course, like, yeah, she gave her money and it was like, it was like $500. And I was like to her, well, I was like, your daughter is married to a millionaire. So like they're millionaire, so they can do that. And she was like, no, you're stupid. You should have got her a gift. And I'm like, I spent time with her. She was with my kids. I didn't get anything. Like she doesn't need to get anything. And she was just making the biggest deal in the world. So am I wrong, you guys, for doing that?
I think like it would be nice if you just gave her like flowers at least,
Oh, Chantal, if we give our parents flowers, they are so rude about it.
I know, but at least it's something to give and just something to shut them up. It's like, I give you flowers, that's it.
You didn't give your mom flowers, boo-boo.
I came in and you were counting on my tulips that weren't bloomed yet. And I gave every single one of our aunts flowers.
Oh yeah, that's true. That's true. I forgot that you did that. That was, it was so scary. It was like one tulip and it was really scary, you guys.
But I put it in a glass vase. So it's like, just take this.
It was like in the Dollar Tree mason jar with one tulip.
No, it wasn't. It was one of those vase like things from a drink.
Maybe I'm the problem because I just didn't. And then with Jacob, I'm on like a no flower rule. I'm like, flowers are such a waste. So don't ever buy me flowers. And then I just buy my own stuff and I need to stop doing that.
Yeah, for sure.
Because sometimes you want that surprise. But yeah, she was like all mad. And I was like, I just had your back with your son and look how you act. And she was all mad and she just had on speaker and Auntie Natty was just talking shit the whole time. I was like, okay.
It's just crazy because it's like we're old now. Like it's like we've done the gifts, so it's like you don't need anything.
Gosh, I know, that's my whole thing. I'm like to her, I'm like, and me, I was getting all snappy. I'm like, you guys should be getting us gifts. Like, why are we getting you gifts? Like that enough. When does it end? But to them, they gave us birth, so we owe them. And I'm just like, listen.
Oh, you know what? I would have asked. I was like, did you get your mom a gift? Because our grandma's still alive. Did you get her a gift? You absolutely did not.
I really should have done that. I really should have. And she would be like, oh, what is she going to do with it? But she still tells me to give her money. And I'm like, for what? Like, you guys take the money. What do you want me to give her money for? For you guys to take it? My poor grandma. She's just chilling there. She seemed miserable yesterday. I don't know.
She seemed what?
Like miserable. Like she seemed like so like,
that's just how she is.
I know. She just, I don't know. We just all, I guess, look like that. But no, it was like a fun Mother's Day. It was good. And my kids were distracted and I love that. So I was all for it.
Yeah.
But let's get into Atlanta.
Well, let's talk BravoCon, by the way, you guys.
Oh yeah, BravoCon. Who's going? Well, I was going to have us do another Hot Topic episode and we're going to talk that stuff.
Okay, we'll wait for that episode then and we'll talk Atlanta.
Yeah. Again, you guys, I'm watching Atlanta. I'm engaged. I'm more engaged than I've ever been in a Real Housewives show in the last year. It's very scary.
You think that also is because there's not that so many out, so we're just like we're just so attuned to it.
No, not at all.
It is good. It is good, you guys.
Yeah, no, I think it's actually super, super good. It has nothing to do with any of that because even when we get a break and we're like, oh, we don't have like as many shows, I'm still like, ugh, I'm over this show. So I don't know, but Atlanta is just, it's really, really good. So I'm excited to talk this episode. And I actually want to go over an interview Shamea did after this episode.
Oh, I
Yeah.
think there also was an after show, and I didn't get to watch
Watch
that.
What Happens Live.
Did you?
Oh, an after show or Watch What Happens Live?
No, there was an after show, I think, for this episode.
I saw some clips.
Let me just confirm. I mean, we could watch it after, but I would be curious to see it after this one episode.
Oh, she said a lot, yeah.
Yeah, it was for this. Yep, it was for this episode.
Yeah.
They've done it the last 3 episodes, actually. So they've done it for 8, 9, and 10.
Mm-hmm.
It's like they pick like random ones in the middle, and like that's it.
I know. Well, let's start the episode. I'm going to go right into something that really upset me in this episode, you guys.
I want to hear it. What was it?
The fact that Shamea had the audacity to meet with Ralph and get him to come to lunch or dinner or whatever that was. I mean, I watched that, you guys, and I was so disappointed in Shamea. The way she phrased it, like why it was okay to meet with Ralph, because she was like, I don't even know how she phrased it, actually. I just felt like she thought the audience was stupid.
No, okay, like let's backtrack a little bit though, because she kind of has been a little bit not supportive with Drew, but like she hasn't, to me, unless I'm forgetting and already have deja vu in the last 10 episodes, she hasn't been making it like such a big deal that Drew's doing stuff with Dennis, and it's really like, so it's not like she's
nothing to do with her.
But like, like as a friend, like if I know someone was doing that with your ex-husband, I would be like, okay, that's messed up. That's, that's crazy. Why would she do that?
Clearly not that type of friends, Chantel, because the fact that they have fallen out right now, they're clearly not those type of friends to even compare us to them.
I'm just saying. So like, I feel like it's not so crazy that she met with him.
You're not understanding, Chantel, actually how fucked up Shamea is. She is giving Ralph a platform to trash his wife even more.
Yeah,
while his wife is literally close to having a psychotic breakdown because of this man. So to give him a platform when children are involved, knowing his intentions, knowing the type of guy he is, no one looks at Ralph and thinks, we need to hear his side. There's 3 sides to every story. I don't even want to hear his side. Google narcissist, Ralph photo, it appears. So you can tell he stresses her life out. So for Shamea to give this man a platform, knowing how dirty he is, was beyond me. And then she goes and she invites Porsha and brings
this is where I'm like, oh hell no. Like all of that. Bringing Porsha coming, like this is where I was like, my mouth was on the floor.
No, I mean, just to like get back at Drew, it was the dirtiest thing. Like you can look at Drew and you can tell like she's genuinely like actually going through it. It's actually super sad to watch. Like you can tell this man is trying to ruin her life and all he does is talk down to her. He forgets that he has children with her. He is not thinking about the children. He is at the point where he hates his wife more than he loves his children. And that's just what it is. So for him to even engage in that was the biggest joke ever, but it's not surprising at all. Like, it's not surprising. It's not like he's going to be like, listen, I'm going to give her the benefit of the doubt. No, he was dogging on her. And I was just like appalled that Shamea was involved in this, because let someone do this to Shamea. Let someone have her husband meet with Shamea or meet with one of them about Shamea and see what she does.
Yeah, like her excuse was like, oh, we had a podcast together, and you don't think that was like a legitimate excuse? Like you think it was so stupid?
She talks about a podcast that they did where it was like a 1 episode type of podcast. Chantel.
Oh my God, stop it.
Yeah, it's not like they were like genuinely on a podcast
like
together. Where they like hosted. It was not like that. So
wow.
And I'm like, you are literally you're trying to pick anything at this point. You think we're stupid. You literally think the audience is stupid. And it's like, I was just disappointed in her because I didn't think she was like that dirty, but I should have known with the whole Angela thing. Like Angela clocked her to begin with. That was the dirtiest thing ever. What did you think about their conversation that they were having?
I hated it. I just think like, it's like, this man's a liar. Why are you guys letting him talk? Like him to say, oh, she cheated on me and I didn't cheat on her. It's like, shut up. Literally shut up.
You guys, he would literally leave for days, go to like Florida, go to places. She never knew what he was doing. He is the biggest like gaslighter narcissist that you could ever see in a man. Like, we usually like to get other sides, but you just look at that man. you look at her face and he is trying to ruin her life.
Yeah, it was just not appropriate. It was definitely not appropriate. And like, I think that it's just disgusting. And I hope that, Drew comes and clocks them.
Yeah, I do too. Cause I was so disgusted with that. And then they bring Porsha and, Ralph says, I didn't even know that Porsha was coming. I had no idea. But that should have been your moment to stand up and be like, all right, this is going too far. This is super fucked up. Let me get up and leave. Like, this is the mother of my children. But again, no one's thinking about the children here. They're just being so damn dirty.
Petty and dirty all day. It's like what they love to play.
Yeah, they say that. Oh, I love that for you. They say that she basically told Dennis that she was, what do they say? That she was going to, like, if he wanted to be his producer, like, she'll give him some.
She said, she said to not pay, because you have to pay people like to help you produce your songs.
Right.
And like, so he's basically saying like, she paid him, she gave him sex to now have to pay him.
Hey cousins, want to make this your best season yet? I've been loving how easy it is to eat well with Factor. Nutritious meals, they're ready in just 2 minutes, no cooking, no cleanup, just heat and enjoy. I've been outside more getting steps in, and we might just start a challenge soon with this. And the last thing I want to do after is prep dinner. Thankfully, my Factor meals arrive fresh and are ready to go. This week, I had the Chipotle rubbed chicken with roasted veggies. So good, it's refilling. I am not joking. I brought one the other day to work, and my sister and I were fighting over it. She works with me a couple days a week, and so now I have to bring her one because I don't want to fight over it. So with 45 weekly options, you can choose meals that match your lifestyle, whether you're going for Calorie Smart, Protein Plus, or even keto. They've got breakfast and snacks covered too. Ready to feel good, eat better, and skip the kitchen stress? Get started at factormeals.com/TRH50off and use code TRH50off to get 50% off plus free shipping on your first box. That's code TRH50off at factormeals.com/TRH50 off for 50% off plus free shipping.
Going up. Prices keep going up these days. It feels like being on an elevator that only goes up. Going up. But not at Metro. We're pushing the down button. Going down. We've lowered prices. Get one line of 5G data for $40, period. That's 20% lower. And you get a free Samsung 5G phone when you bring your number. Only at Metro.
5-year guarantee on eligible plans. Exclusions apply. See website for details. Not available at Metro with T-Mobile in the past 6 months. Tax applies.
Ladies, you'll end up shopping for your guy's deodorant, right? So try Degree's Original Cool Rush. You see, last year, Degree changed the formula, and men were mad. One guy even started a petition. So Degree admitted they messed up and brought the Original Cool Rush scent back. It's clean, crisp, and actually smells like someone you want to cuddle. And it's in Walmart, Target, and other stores now for under $4. So toss one in your cart and find out why it's the best-selling men's antiperspirant for the last decade. Degree Cool Rush is back, and it smells like victory.
We off? 30 seconds of carefree bliss.
Oof, like wind in your hair carefree.
Oh, like using Clorox Disinfecting All-Purpose Cleaner in the home carefree.
Yes!
Like dog slobbing on the coffee table and cleaning it with Clorox Carefree.
He's on a roll now.
Spit toothpaste on the faucet.
You got it. You got it.
Peanut butter on the light switch.
Oh, spritz, spritz.
Spritz, spritz. Clorox, man. Clean feels good.
Okay, we're back.
Use as directed.
Right, but I don't believe that.
Something, not sex or whatever. She gave him sexual favors, whatever it is. No, hell no. Absolutely
and
not.
Here's the thing. You know what Bravo would do? They would put the text message out there, and they're not putting the text message out there.
And we saw last week how Dennis was saying, like, I didn't say that, and like they were reading one of the texts and it had nothing to do with it. Like he almost got scared, and I feel like he wouldn't have acted that way if there was some truth to it.
And then Porsha, like trying to hype it up and stuff. Again, she right now would be releasing that text. If that text actually was what was said, she would be releasing it, but she hasn't released it. Even when she was reading it, she was like being shady about the text message. So I'm just like, you are so damn dirty. Then they're like, oh, you're paying Ralph. And I could just imagine Drew like looking at this man and she's like, you broke ass, like taking these girls out for clout to make me look bad. And on top of that, you're paying it like a little bitch when you probably never paid for shit with me.
Literally, no, disgusting.
Oh my gosh. I was just so grossed out. I thought it was the most like evil thing you could do to someone. This is when, to me, like reality TV goes too far.
I know. And like, it's just not okay. And like, and I also think because Drew is like you said, Drew is so like, in her like zone, or not in her zone, that she's not like in the right moment to like clock them and go crazy. Like, it's like she has no energy to do that. But like someone else would have went nuts. And like, it's like she doesn't even have the energy. She just like almost like laughs it off. Like, oh, okay.
This is coming from someone who's not even like a Drew. I don't care for Drew. I just am so sad for her situation. And I always thought he's an opportunist. Again, when he wrote the book about how to be like an adopted dad or whatever, and he didn't even want to adopt the child. Like, he's just a fucking loser, you guys. Like, we normalized like knowing who the hell we're going to have kids with, because this is just not okay. Because even oh my gosh, Chantel, me and your sister were texting about this. If you guys are like into influencers or whatever, Austin McBroom and Catherine, is it McBroom?
I think so. The Ace family.
Yeah, the Ace family. Yeah. They're like huge influencers. She would always deny that he cheated on her, yada, yada. And guess what? As soon as they break up, people are starting to turn on her because she's like in her spiritual with like, I guess, crystals, which, yeah, I do think that's a little bit weird, but to each their own, like, whatever. If you want to do crystals, I don't know what the hell that is, but go ahead. And he just like looks like the doting father, where his kids call and she's like, Mom made me sleep and my tummy hurts and she's with the other kids. And he's like, I'll be there. I'm going to come right now. And it's like, you literally robbed your children from that life of you just being there. Now you come and go as you please. And you look like the good dad while she's the disciplinary. Anyway, she wrote a book and she literally reveals how he cheated on her. They had this like big basketball thing that they were hosting, and the audience was full. And she was like, I remember I asked him if he wanted me to go out with him because like we're the Ace family. And I could tell he didn't want me to. And then, when he was saying his speech, he looked at me and he was like, do you want to talk? And then he walked away. She's like, I found out that the girl he was cheating on me with was there. And I'm just like, I can't.
So disgusting.
And everyone on TikTok is like, he's such a good dad. He's such a good dad. It's like, you robbed your kids from a life of what they needed. What they wanted was you to be there. Like, you fucking cheated on your wife who loved you so much. Like, I don't know.
Like, there has to be something to be said that you're not that great of a father if you're going to do that to the person you're married, and you're going to break up a family. Like, yeah, like you might be a good dad. You might be like you of course love your kids, but there has to be something said that you would go out and do that. Like, you're sick in the head. You're not thinking of your kids. And that just goes to show you.
And like, you can just tell the daughter is like rebelling, the oldest one, against her mom, because again, her mom's like at home disciplining, like having to put these kids to bed. And, on the weekends, he lets them stay up and he's the cool dad. And I'm just like, oh my gosh, I like feel so bad.
It's okay. It always will come back. Like, they will always, if the mom is loving, they'll see it one day. I'm like, you were such a good mom.
Yeah, I know. You're right. Sorry, I was just off topic, but me and Chloe were like texting about it all day. I don't know.
I know. She told me all day. She kept showing me things. I'm like, okay, like I don't know this family, but like I was interested, but I was like, I don't really know them. But she's like, the book is going to be crazy. And I'm like, okay, we'll listen to it when it comes out.
But yeah, so when Shamea like invites Ralph and stuff, she says, that the ladies, like in her confessional, she's like, listen, the ladies don't like that I have Porsha's back. And it's like, you must feel so dumb right now, Shamea. You must feel so stupid.
Yeah, because especially what happens later.
They're not friends. Yeah.
Yeah.
So Angela has a couple homes, and I think she's hilarious because she's like, I need to sell these homes. I'm literally $2 million in debt. And I just feel like we don't see transparent housewives like that who are honest and telling them like it is. Like, I feel like we never see that.
I know. And I like this. We love real estate. Like, we watch all the Real Estate Bravo shows too. So like, I want to see more of like how she's going to sell it, what she's going to do. Like, I want her to keep us updated on that stuff.
Yeah. What did you think about the house, by the way?
I mean, the houses look nice, but like, I don't know the area. So I can't tell you, like, is it a good area? Like, did you just do a fixer upper in a random area that like, you're not going to get the money for it? So it's like, if it's a great, community area, then maybe she will get the money, but it's like, she did a good job. It was nice.
Yeah.
Like, I think Kelly said it best. She's like, it's like clean and fresh. Like, that's like literally what it gives. It's not like, oh, stunning, but it's like really, it's nice.
What a loser Kelly is, by the way. So she comes there.
I like her though.
stop. I can't stand
No,
her.
I really like Kelly, you guys.
I don't like her because here's the thing. The day before they were at an event, she's in front of Britt. She's like, where's Charles' baby or whatever the hell she did. And then behind Britt's, Britt's back, she's like, oh, I want to come over and I want to apologize because it was fucked up. Because it was like, yeah, why are you getting involved, dude? Why are you like talking shit? Like no one's.
But I like that she can own that and like be like cool and like want to have those conversations and try to resolve things,
Like I want that energy. Like I want to see how it is in front of Britt. I want that type of energy. Like
well,
I don't.
They fight later on, so like we'll see.
Yeah, I know, but it's like I don't want you to apologize, or be loud about me in front of everyone and then apologize behind closed doors. No, I'm not okay with that. But Angela is so transparent because they start talking about like the whole Charles thing. And she's like, he did cheat on me. And she's like, we like both had a tough time and we weren't together. And she owns it. And again, I feel like she's being very honest, very transparent about it. And she does say something that I thought was interesting. She says, storyline romance that we grew up watching, it's not real. Do you believe that?
Yeah, I feel of course, like it's definitely not like that, but I do think that's why it's so important to pick the person that you can like, that it really is such a good person, because it's not going to be as toxic as it should be, like all these people's marriages.
Yeah, or just someone that you're saying like to be able to like work on, it's hard. So
yeah, like it's like you want to pick a nice person, someone that's not going to go so dirty and so low when it gets into the shitty times, or someone that's going to care. It's like that's what's important. Like if you do have to take a break, it's not going to be this like so toxic and crazy, and like you get into where half these ladies are dealing with their exes. It's like you just have to really like be sure to like pick a good person. But yeah, it's not all rainbows and butterflies at all.
Yeah. So we didn't find out, we knew about this, but Angela tells Kelly about how Shamea is upset with Porsha, and Kelly again pissed me off here. Like, she didn't piss you off?
No, I like her.
Oh my God. Okay. So she said that Shamea shouldn't be confiding in Angela. And then in her confessional, she's like, Angela needs to really mind her own business. And I'm like, okay, why aren't you saying this to her face? Like, why are you taking in the information?
Yeah, I do think it's
her face.
Yeah. Sorry. Say that again.
No, I was just saying, why isn't she saying it to her face? Like, why are you taking that information? And then you're just like looking at there like you are an agreement, or you're just like, yeah, that's crazy. But then in your confessional, you're like, this is not Angela's business. Like, shut up.
Yeah, I think it's very hypocritical, because it's like they all do that all day with each other. And it's like, it is Angela's business because Shamea, confided in her. So like now she is kind of like knows this information, and if she wants to say, she can say it.
Yeah. I don't know, you guys. I don't like Kelly at all. That's
so crazy. I really love her. I think she's so beautiful. She's so fun. And then I think she brings in like the lightheartedness, and she seems like she can get along with everyone. So we'll see what happens with her.
Yeah.
So I like her storyline.
What's her storyline that she has?
I like seeing her. Like, I like seeing her kids. I like knowing about the crazy ex little bit. I just like it all. So like, I don't like Brit's storyline. I don't care about her family, and it's just.
Wait, I really don't care about her family at all, which is so crazy because I love a family storyline, and I don't care about them at all. It's so.
I know, and the one thing I will say about this one is that like if in really like they were not talking and then they start talking because of the show and the storyline of her needing it, I do think that that's like the one good thing about this show is that like look how they did bring together this family back together a little bit, because they want to be on TV or they want to like have these conversations. It forces people to have these conversations. But like I don't care about your family. I don't care about your sister. I don't care about her and your husband's relationship. It's like we don't know you 100% yet to like care about you, and you started us off on the wrong foot.
Nope, I don't like it at all. Like not even a bit. So
I'm not gonna lie. I fast forward when her and her husband were talking.
Yeah.
So.
Well, I'll just touch on it. So Britt tells her husband that she thought that things were moving forward with Angela. And it's like, no, you never thought that, because you went in with the intention at the barbecue, like going in at her. So you never thought that you were moving forward. You had a chip on your shoulder, period. And her husband is like one of those like loser enablers. And he's like, talking shit and co-signing her actions. And then, Britt's like, Angela is the type of person who never takes accountability. And I'm just thinking, this girl is very self-aware. She's so transparent. She does take accountability. And then, yeah, I don't know. I forwarded the rest because I just couldn't do it.
Yeah. I did find out, like, well, she ends up telling Kelly, like, they got along, and they're gonna try again, and so it seems like things are like kumbaya is happening.
Oh, well, actually, she did say, he's like, I got with your sister, and it was something about him and the sister, and I'm like, this is so forced, this is so fake. Like, why are we don't care if you talk to the sister, like, you fucking weirdo loser, like, husband, I don't care about you or Britt. I'm sorry, I'm going ham on these two. Like, I don't care about this. Like, I don't care. We didn't even see it on camera, so no one even cares. So please don't talk about it.
This episode is brought to you by Disney's Lilo and Stitch, only in theaters this Memorial Day. A reimagining of Disney's animated classic, Lilo and Stitch is the wildly funny and touching story of a lonely Hawaiian girl, Lilo, and the fugitive alien Stitch, who helps to mend her broken family. Lilo and Stitch crashes into theaters May 23rd. Rated PG. Get tickets now.
This episode is brought to you by Vuori. Give the active people in your life something they'll truly appreciate. Performance apparel from Vuori. Whether they're into running, surfing, hiking, or even just casual walks around the block, there's something for everyone. And if you're not sure what to gift them, you can't go wrong with something from Vuori's Dream Knit collection. It's the perfect gift and so comfortable. Get 20% off your first purchase today at Vuori, VUORI.com/Spotify.
Starting a business can seem like a daunting task, unless you have a partner like Shopify. They have the tools you need to start and grow your business. From designing a website to marketing to selling and beyond, Shopify can help with everything you need. There's a reason millions of companies like Mattel, Heinz, and Allbirds continue to trust and use them. With Shopify on your side, turn your big business idea into... Sign up for your $1 per month trial at shopify.com/special offer.
This episode is brought to you by Netflix. 3 couples, 4 vacations, a lot to unpack. Watch The 4 Seasons, a new series starring comedy favorites Tina Fey, Steve Carell, Will Forte, Coleman Domingo, and more in a hilarious and heartfelt love letter to long-term relationships. Based on the original Alan Alda film. Watch The 4 Seasons, streaming now only on Netflix.
Home means something different to everyone. But with Rocket Mortgage, home can mean even more. It can mean a college education, taming your high-interest debt, even a renovation. We've made it easier than ever to use your home equity. That home you worked so hard for, now it can work hard for you. Call 800-4ROCKET or visit rocket.com to find out more.
Rocket Mortgage, LLC. Licensed in all 50 states. NMLSConsumerAccess.org. Number 3030.
Morning decisions. A creamy mocha frappuccino drink? A sweet vanilla? Maybe a smooth caramel? Or that white chocolate mocha? Whichever you choose, delicious coffee awaits. Start your day with bottled Starbucks Frappuccino drinks. Pick up a bottle near you wherever you buy your groceries.
So before Porsha's event, Porsha's like, listen, she invites Drew, and Drew finds out what happened from Angela, but it's weird. They only show clips back. They didn't actually show the full thing of Angela telling her all about it. And Porsha's like, I don't want to argue with her anymore. That's what we call growth. And I'm thinking, this is not growth. This is someone who did someone dirty, feels like they're even, so is now ready to move forward. And to me, she did Drew dirtier than dirty. So it's like, yeah, you don't want to argue anymore because you went lower than low.
Yeah, like I'm happy you touched on that because like she's so funny how she's like, I'm this is growth, but it's like, no, you're spreading rumors all day. Like you're literally spreading rumors and you have no proof of anything. And you keep talking shit about someone who is going through a tough time. So it's like, no, there's no growth by just inviting someone.
No, it was, 100%. Porsha's saying that the event that she's hosting is all about celebrating the ladies. And, the ladies all come, and good for Drew for even coming. And they're all like taking photos. And Drew's like, are we doing this for promo for her? Like, what is that on?
It's just crazy that they all look so sexy and like, like if I'm getting pampered, it's like I want to come in sweats and like they're all like in lingerie and their makeup's done and their hair. It's just so crazy.
I know.
But I would be happy. Like if I got pictures like that, I would be so happy if someone did that for me.
Me too. I would be so happy about that. I'm not going to lie. What else happened?
What else did you? Okay, yeah. So we see that Kelly. The reason I kind of like her though, because she is being a little bit instigator. But there was a big scene where Kelly does tell Shamea that Angela had a conversation with Porsha about like what Shamea has told Angela.
Shamea should tell Shamea.
Shamea. Sorry, what am I saying? Shamea.
Yeah, like I swear
I don't know why.
Hard to say her name.
I don't know why it's so hard for me.
Oh my gosh. Okay.
Yeah. Shamea. But yeah, so she tells her that, and Shamea was taken back because she was like, how dare my best friend not tell me about the conversation? And what don't you feel that way? Like right now, if someone had a conversation to me and they were telling me all the shit that you're talking about me, and like I never called you and like try to fact check it. Like, how would you feel?
100%. Like, first off, I would call you off cameras and be like, what the fuck are you doing?
Yeah, exactly. So she kind of was taken aback, and she's just like, was like right there. She like felt hurt. And like, you could tell at this point, like she's stressed out now, like her heart's beating. And Porsha's sister does this like the spiritual things Roxanne loves, does like a sound bowl and like a meditation. She gets all the ladies to sit down and they're doing this meditation, and Shamea can't do it. Like she's like sitting up, and then like Kelly sees, and like Kelly like bounces over her. She's a little shorty, bounces over, and it's like, why aren't you doing it? She's like, well, she said if we're comfortable, and I'm not comfortable in this moment, And like, so like people are like, what's going on? And Porsha's like, shh. And like, so it's like, okay, like this is about to go down.
Yeah.
After the conversation or after the meditation, Porsha's sister says to them, like, if you guys want to open up to each other, you guys should ask each other, like, Porsha, may I say something? And like, then you could say your issues or your problems and like see if someone can receive it. Angela starts off and she asks Porsha, can I say something to you? And she goes, yeah. And then she kind of starts off with saying, I'm so happy that we you apologize to me. She's like, I'm happy you apologize to me. And then I feel like we can move forward, and I'm hoping we can, and we like kind of cut the bullshit. And like Porsha's like, I receive it. I want that too. But then this is where Angela does kind of get into like the business a little bit. She brings up like, I do think you and Shamea need to have a conversation about your friendship. And then so this is where it gets a little dicey, because Shamea like is already like on high alert with her emotions, and like Porsha's like shut down. Like we've seen this so many times with Porsha. She just is like shut down, and she's like doesn't want to talk about it, which is weird too. Like why is she
everyone else to talk for her? She wants everyone else to have her back, and she knows that they will, so she won't say much.
Shamea basically says to her, like, it's not okay for you. It's not okay for everyone. But this is where, okay, everyone starts telling her that Shamea's scared of Porsha. Everyone keeps saying that. It seems like you can't, like Kelly says it. Angela even says it. It seems like you can't say what you're really feeling to Porsha. And Shamea tells her, like, you've hurt me, and I can't believe you didn't tell me about this conversation that someone came and had it. And she's like, everything I have said, I said to Angela, I've told you. She's like, I've told you I was upset that you didn't come to my wedding. Like, she's like, I've told you that. It's not like, she's like, it's not weird things. And then Porsha tried to basically say like, oh, I didn't come to your wedding because we weren't talking at the time. We already went through this. But she's like, that's my point. Like, I've told you all these things that I'm annoyed about. And then Cynthia over here, she hasn't said one word this whole episode. And she's like, I hate when people are trying to break up friendships. I hate when this happens. But it's like, no one is trying to break up a friendship. I think people are just confused. Like, if these two people are such good friends, why is one, it feels like one-sided.
Right.
Like, do you think that they were trying to break up each other's like friendship?
No, I think talking and seeing that it is one-sided. I mean, let's not forget that Porsha's mom was like insinuating and talking shit about Shamea, which to me, that would be the most hurtful thing, is that your mom is comfortable or feels like she has heard something to talk shit about me like that on TV, and I'm your best friend. That's weird to me. Like, what have you been telling your mom about me? Like, that's so uncomfortable. Like, I don't want to come around your mom anymore.
Yeah. And like, I think Shamea was like, I want to tell you like basically like why I'm hurt. And then right away Porsha like dismisses it, but it's like not okay to do that to someone. Like if you feel like you didn't hurt someone, okay, at least listen to them and see like maybe you have a different story and different side of it. But like
then you called me off camera. You should have called me off camera, and you should have had a conversation with me then.
But yeah, they left. Like Porsha's like, this is no, like this. Porsha was mad and like making it seem like this is dumb, this is stupid. Like I'm not doing this because like she's like, oh, she actually started acting like a victim. She's like, of course I did something wrong. I messed up. Like I'm the bad guy. I'm the bad guy. It's like, Porsha, shut up.
I can't. I can't.
But yeah, that's how they ended the episode. So we're going to see if we see more of the follow-up conversation, or we're going to end up seeing what next week is. And them two do have a conversation at lunch or dinner, and we'll see what happens to them after. But it doesn't seem like it goes well, because we know that they're really not talking. And then I'm curious to know what you saw in the interview, what you heard in the interview.
Well, so she went on Watch What Happens Live, and Andy asked her a question about being like perceived as Porsha's lapdog. And she says, this is what I thought was my real friend for years. And it's not something you can just get over overnight. And she said that Porsha always felt like a sister to her. She started crying when she was talking about Porsha. And she's like, I treated this friendship like I would have wanted her to treat it. And she's like,
Porsha did cry about her though too when Angela was telling her. So like there has to be some emotions there, and like she does love her.
Well, she says, I'm not doing anything anymore. I'm done. At this point, it's mercy. Grace has already been extended. I want some things to be reciprocated to me. So I think that Shamea is seeing that the audience views Porsha as not a good friend either. So that's kind of validation for her. So she also did an interview recently with Decider where she speaks about it. And she says, I would rather be accused of being a puppet, a lapdog, too loyal than to be accused of being a bad friend. I can only worry about me. And I've always been taught to do unto others as you would have done unto you. In order to get love, you got to give love. And I operate in love and from a good space. And so in any friendship that I have, I'm going to try to be the friend that I want you to be to me. And if it's reciprocated, I'm happy. But if it's not, that's not my fight. That's not my battle. And I can't worry about that. And yeah, I am sometimes loyal to a fault, but you know what? That's just how I am. I can't change it. I hope that we can come out in a better place. But if not, I know that I can leave knowing that I did everything I could. I love this person to the point where it made me look bad, puppet and lapdog. And that's just what it is. I don't feel bad for it because we all want a loyal friend, right? We all want someone that we feel like is our person that will ride with us until the wheels fall off. And that is the friend that I am. And
wow,
then
I love that.
Yeah.
Because she is right. It's like, I would rather be called loyal and lapdog than be called a bad friend. Like that's amazing. That's amazing qualities.
Yeah. And then so they asked her, like, they're like, we see Angela tell Porsha that you feel like your relationship is lopsided. What was your reaction to seeing that? How can you talk about how your friendship with Porsha will play out? She's like, these are the things that I do feel. However, I've noticed, or I've never voiced to Angela, these are Angela's words, and that's a disappointing thing. Angela is afraid of Porsha for whatever reason. I don't believe that. He's like, she can't express that. Okay, looking at your friendship, this is how I feel about your friendship. She's taking it back to Porsha as if this is how I feel when she's probing questions to me like, oh, well, I saw Porsha didn't come to your wedding. And I'm like, that's true. That was hurtful. That was a little bump in our friendship, but we moved past it. And then she's like, well, don't you feel like it's a little lopsided? And at times, but we're good. So now that's being taken to, oh, Shamea feels like this. And she came to me and I'm like, girl, I would never, I don't even know you. I'm just getting to know you. Why would you want to come and confide? Why would I want to come and confide to you about my best friend? What are you doing is picking our friendship apart. And a few of the ladies have done that. But the disappointing part about it is that Porsha has allowed it. If they've come to me, I've shut it down. I'm like, yeah, this happened, but we're good. The fact that she opens up and she's like, yeah, I'm crying about it with them. It's unfortunate because she never gave me the grace to call me and say, hey, this is what they're saying. Is it true? Hey, this is what I feel. Or this was hurtful when I heard that Angela, or I heard from Kelly or whoever. Is that what you said? Give me the benefit of the doubt. Give me the grace that I've extended to you, and let's talk about it if we're actually friends. And if you want the friendship, I think that's the thing that was the most hurtful part about it, because after 20 years of friendship, I still didn't get grace.
Amen, sister. That is 100% facts and truth. And I can see all that too.
You know what it is too with Shamea? I think that Porsha was salty that Shamea joined the show. And so she was getting annoyed about her about like dumb minor things. And like, she was just like annoyed with her. And so I just genuinely feel like she was like, oh, perfect. This is a reason to be like, you know what? I don't fuck with you. She was just.
Porsha did say, she's like, I put her on the list. I showed her the list. And she's like, but the one thing I told her is that, you know, your husband doesn't want to film and you have to show your husband. So she's like, I didn't know if she was going to be like, you know, and so like, it's like, I don't know. Did she not want her on the show?
I just don't feel like that. She want no, I can sense it. I can feel it. Shamea's in a very happy marriage. And I don't think Shamea would hate on Porsha if roles were reversed. I think Porsha hates on her because it's everything that she wanted that we see she hasn't gotten.
Yeah.
Yeah. I don't know. I thought that was very, very interesting though. Her talking about that. I was like, we need to touch on that because that's some crazy shit.
So crazy. You know, I'm really excited to see how this goes down. And like, I do, and I'm like, I am with Cynthia. Like, I don't like when people try to break up a friendship. I think if they have a genuine connection and genuine friendship, they should try to resolve it. And I hope the ladies can encourage them to do that. If it's at the reunion, it's after. But it does seem Porscha's like that type of person. She's very closed off. Like, if you reach out to her once, she'll make it seem like she's going to reach back out to you, and she doesn't. So it's like, it's in her court.
Yeah. But again,
But I want them to see, I want to see them be friends again if they've been friends for so long.
I just don't look at her as a true friend if she's not going to call her and be like, did you say this? Like, I'm about to film. Did you actually really say this?
She literally did not bring it up. She didn't. And like, Porsha, her excuse was like, I don't have the capacity right now. But it's like, if that's your best friend, how do you not have the capacity to confront them? Like, if I heard my best friend say something about me, the first thing I would do is like, after that conversation is call them.
Right. So crazy, you guys. But if you're not watching Atlanta, I really think it's super good. I think you guys will like it because there is a lot of shit that we don't stand for. And I think it's really good to watch. I don't know.
Agree. Very good.
Well, I think that's all we have for Atlanta. Let us know your thoughts, what you guys thought about the episode.
Crazy how what's her name still hasn't came. And like, she's like in all the like, huh?
I know.
Yeah, like Phaedra, and she's like in all the promos. She's in like the beginning with the Peach. It's like, where is she?
They hyped it up, dude. They like hyped it up too much, where they made it like she was gonna come in way sooner than she did.
You know, because we're 10 episodes in, so it's like this is like where we get like almost a mid-season trailer.
They were scrambling, bro. They were literally scrambling.
Literally,
they really were. But I think that's all that we have for today. So thank you guys for listening. Let us know your thoughts on Atlanta. And we hope you guys have a great week. Bye, guys.
Bye, guys.